Good morning, and let's look at the top 5 stocks to watch out for in trade, starting with Mahindra & Mahindra. Now, the company has signed a power delivery pact with Renew Sunlight to hold up to 31.2% stake in the company. So, surely they're acquiring this, and we'll keep an eye out on this deal as well and how it works out for M&M. Moving forward, we do have a lot of Q1 updates that did come in last evening. So, starting with RBL Bank. Now, overall, the total deposits for the company are up by 21% on a year-on-year basis, coming in at 74,480 crore rupees, while the CASA is also up by 35%, coming in at 25,071 crore rupees. Gross advances marginally up by 2%, coming in at 58,755 crores, while the liquidity coverage ratio for RBL Bank stands at 135%. So surely let's keep an eye out on RBL Bank today post its Q1 update as well. SOBHA also in focus today after its Q1 update, where we are seeing that the total sales are coming in at 683 crores versus 488 crores on a year-on-year basis. The average price realization rupees per square feet is at 7,626 versus 7,498 crores as well. 7,498 rupees. So surely let's keep an eye out on that. Companies also said that, the sector is showing encouraging signs of structural revival, especially, the organized players in the real estate segment will become much more significant, is what SOBHA's management is surely highlighting. Obviously, the impact of second wave has been sudden, severe, prolonged and visible in major metro cities as well, but they're still unsure of the likely impact that is caused by the second wave. So surely let's keep an eye out on that, given that the sales volume for SOBHA are up by 38%, sales value is up by 40% on a year-on-year basis, and the average price realization is up by 2% on a year-on-year basis. Also, Jefferies has maintained a buy stance with a target price of 592 rupees per share post that update, which is coming as well. So surely keeping an eye out on SOBHA today as well. Now, other company is Titan, the jewelry maker, has actually reported a strong performance this time. Given the low base last year that we've seen, especially last April was absolutely nil sales, May was also muted sales this time and last time, but obviously April and June have done quite much better than last year what we compare. So overall revenue growth is coming at 117%, where major contribution is coming in 50% contribution of revenues in the month of April. May is only 10%, while June again is back to 40% is what the revenue contribution is actually divided between these 3 months of the first quarter as well. Now, jewelry segment, which accounts to 80% of the revenue, is grown by at 107% on a year-on-year basis, and overall 90% of the stores are open for the jewelry segment and overall for Titan as well. Watches and wearables segment has grown by 280%, and eyewear segment has grown by 117%. Now, in watches and wearables as well as eyewear segment, we're seeing a good growth coming in there. Obviously, and a good recovery is what the company is highlighting, especially, faster recovery than what we saw last year as well. One important factor that we should keep in mind is that the network expansion has been delayed due to the lockdown, and that is what is highlighted by the company as well. JP Morgan has come out with a note on Tata Steel after the Tata Steel had an analyst day. So JP Morgan has maintained an overweight stance with a target price of 1,610 rupees per share. They see the leverage and sustainability positive for shareholders. They continue to see Tata as a re-rating candidate, and obviously the company uses the current super cycle cash flow to repair its balance sheet as well. Tata has a detailed strategy day mainly this day was broadly positive for equity shareholders as well, and that is why they're maintaining the buy stance, an overweight stance actually. So let's keep an eye out on Tata Steel today as well.